Hi, everybody. Mrs. Parsons told me I was supposed to wait for somebody to call me up, but I just decided to come up because I didn't see any guys moving. So, all right. Yeah. Rock on. This doesn't go over here yet. I'm just going to take this thing off. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the graduation of the class of 1998. Let's call this day a star so that I can sing, all my life I've been searching for a star, and now my search is over, and here we are. Yeah. All right. Speaking of stars, I'd like to tell an interesting story. I was talking to this whacked out guy the other day, and he became very passionate about the space program. He told me, hey, it's a good thing the Challenger blew up in 1986. Because 1 week later, they were going to send up 76 pounds of plutonium up into the atmosphere. And that also, if one particle of plutonium were to land on my arm, it would become a big, dripping, pulsating tumor in a matter of days. So I was thinking, wow, that's scary, you know, really scary. But he also explained that we're still in danger. We're not safe. They went ahead and sent up 80 pounds of plutonium into the atmosphere. Okay, it's orbiting the Earth right now, and that's enough plutonium to kill 5 billion people. Well, there's 5.9 billion people on the Earth right now, so, hey, man, you know, what if something goes wrong and this stuff crashes into the Earth? What if we die? So, you know, yeah, hey, I'm also thinking the little animals are gonna die too. And all those people who don't know God and who go to hell for this is a Christian thought. Is it still on? Okay. And all the little 7th grade boys who don't even have girlfriends yet, and the little 2nd grade girls in pink dresses who haven't gone to their little dance recital yet, and the lonesome guitar player who wanted to be in a rock and roll band, or that kid in the back row who says, "You're lying, Heather, and so's that guy. There's no such thing as plutonium or that space program thing." But you know what? It could happen. What do I know? What does that kid know? What does that freaky guy know? It could happen. But before it does, I want to do everything that I ever wanted to do in high school after we graduate today. I want to come back to the 10-year high school reunion and say, hey guys, you know, I'm fat, I'm bloated, and I have short blonde curly hair because I thought it would look cool, but it doesn't. Or I could just look like this, but wiser. You know, and I want to see the loners, the stoners, the preps and the jocks, the criminals via satellite. And I want to see all the little stars from the class of 1998 there. I love y'all. I guess I've got to go. Today we graduate, and I hope that everything is just fine with the plutonium and stuff. We got that off the internet. I'd like to end this by saying thank you for coming and enjoy the day. It's going to be great.
Welcome. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all, friends, neighbors, parents, relatives, and graduates to this honorable occasion. This is a time to celebrate completion and culmination of not only 4 years of high school, but 12 years of your education. This is an outstanding class that you see before you, folks, this class of 1998. Among their members are 2 Service Academy appointees, possibly a 3rd, as well as a Naval ROTC scholarship recipient and many, many other college scholar winners. All told, this class has amassed nearly $750,000 in scholarships. I know I speak for the entire faculty when I say that we are proud of this class of 1998. As I'm sure you are also. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Milt Pippinger, who will introduce our speakers today.
Without a doubt, probably the biggest highlight of the year for me is the Hall of Fame induction that we had last evening. I didn't know what it was when I got here, but every year it grows stronger and stronger, and it's exciting to see what graduates of this class, of this high school, have accomplished. We're looking forward to great accomplishments from the group sitting out here today. We have before us two outstanding candidates that were inducted last evening. One is Dr. Gary Jarmer, who has been Dean of the Technical Services at the Community College, and I've known him as a peer and as someone I highly respect, who has the most vision of anybody I have ever been around as far as education and educating for the future. And I've been very impressed with what he has led us through over the past several years that I have been here. The second speaker this morning will be Lenore Sherman Hatfield, and she will be speaking for her sister, who is the first posthumous recipient of the Hall of Fame. Louise Sherman Merrill brought the opera to Denver in 1982. Prior to that, she had a long and very valuable tenure with the Metropolitan Opera and other organizations that prepared her for going to Denver and putting together the opera company there. These are both very outstanding speakers, and we're looking forward to hearing from them. Dr. Jarmer.
Thank you, Dr. Picklinger. You're going to have to excuse me. I've got just a little problem with Bell's palsy on the left side. I've got a little third cranial nerve damage on the right side, and I fell off my boat dock a week ago yesterday, so I'm in a kind of a heck of a shape. I took a little poll. I had a 20-minute speech prepared. I took a poll, some of you will recall. I got everything from 2 seconds to 2 minutes. I'm going to try to get it done pretty quick. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone here on the stage and in the audience, and especially you graduates, congratulations. 39 years ago, I sat where you are, and who would have known that an old kid like me would have this honor bestowed last night? I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it was an honor and a very, very great thrill for me. I was going to talk to you today about 3 things: the past, the present, and the future. When I was told, however, to speak for only 2 seconds, I cut out the past, I cut out the present, and I'm simply going to read a little poem that I wrote that talks about the future, and we'll call it good for today. I do want to say congratulations. I've got 3 or 4 relatives out in you, graduates who are sitting there, and a special congratulations to you. This poem is called Future Vision. I hope it speaks to you as graduates of this class. Historians, I think, as all we are, render meaning to the present from the past not far. But those who linger in the present time are surely bound to history, which so quickly comes. As new arrives and then succumbs, so swiftly does each new arrive. I think we must all surely strive to not be biased by the past. I cannot last without the dated yonder. But I am not free. I can't yet stretch to a personal new. I am so terribly ready to renew. Am I prepared to meet the test? Can I still be and do my best? The answer is so clearly yes. I know that new will come again. It clearly lies around the bend, and next is nearly always change. I know change well. I've walked that path. I like the new, now history past. And so we wait, I and you. We all must wait to see the new, but in our minds and with our thought, we free our options with the things we brought to the time in life in which we are, and to the time in life that will come next. And when it comes, we will turn the page of change, an entire new text. And so I say, and indeed do pray, dear God, give me future vision. Let me not be biased by the past, but make me ready to confront the difference of the future. God bless you all and best wishes. Thank you.
I'm extremely honored to be here today. It seems forever ago that I was sitting out there in those brown and white, well, the white robe. My sister and I were graduates, 1953 for myself, 1954 for her. And also, while I'm here, I'd like to congratulate Gary Jarmer for his award last night as a Hall of Fame, and say something to the band over here. I was in the band a long, long time ago. Garden City is a wonderful place to be from, even though when you tell people I'm from Garden City, Kansas, and I'm going out to see my mother who's still there, they'll say, where? Not sure, you know, but then if you look at the weather maps, you almost always hear about Garden City. And on every special occasion, except today's doing pretty well, it seems that there's plenty of wind to distinguish Garden City. And heat. My sister was very outstanding. She was a musician of the very top order, working at the Metropolitan Opera as assistant conductor and vocal coach for 20 years. And the opera company that she and her husband established in Denver will long be remembered. Today is a milestone for you. I'm sure you realize that. This day proves what you've been doing for the last 12 years. It's a very special day in your life. I can well remember, even though it's a long, long time ago, all of those years leading up to it and the feelings that I had, the need to work hard, ambition, disappointment, reward, disillusion, excitement, victory, defeat, struggle, love, understanding, and frustration, companionship. Did I miss anything? These are conditions that we all live with all of our lives, and you will for the rest of your lives as well. From here on, it's a constant process of adding to your experiences, expanding on the goals you've already achieved, and reaching for new horizons. It will be exhilarating to add to the base of knowledge which you have gained in these early years. It might also amaze you at times to find that you still have lots to learn. I guess you've probably heard that before. As we usher in a new century, we'll sometimes look back before too long and find that so much of what we always knew is really obsolete. It happens with the computer every year, doesn't it? But whether it be through music, mathematics, biology, medicine, social work, athletics, each of us has our own God-given talent, and we have the opportunity to return that gift back to the universe. Goethe said, whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. So as I close today, I would like to just share a few of the thoughts that I have been able to come to in my lifetime, hoping that maybe they'll mean something to you. Know that when you're finding your way, you should trust your own judgment. Intuition is one of your best allies. Also, be able to ask others for help in making decisions and analyzing your problems. Take time to recharge your batteries. Keep your courage high. Your thoughts are one of the most important things you have. Before any action appears, there is a thought behind it. All the great moments in history were preceded by thoughts first. Read good books. Listen to good music. Take time with nature. Give love to yourself and to your fellow creatures. Make contact with a higher power. There you will find strength available to you each day you live. I don't think that Heather and I have met until today, but it seems like we hit on one idea that we coordinated on. And I would like to just say, to add on to what she said, we are like the stars in the heavens with the ability to shine just as they do. God bless you all.
The seniors that are in the are sitting here, please come by the stage.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our two distinguished speakers, Amy Tuttle and Ben Youngquist, if they'd come to the stage, please.
Okay, you know what? There's a lot of people here. Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank our Father in heaven for seeing us through to this day safely. I'd like to thank all those parents, the principals, teachers, ministers, and anybody else who cared enough to push us along the way so that we can get here to this very special day. Thank you so much for your kindness. Well, here we are, class of 1998, about ready to use all that we've learned in school and out of school to shape our lives and our futures. It sure has been an interesting 4 years. We, by no means, are strangers to the inevitable change. As freshmen, we endured the sudden grading scale change when a 90% no longer equaled an A, but did a 94. Thank goodness enough people voiced their opinions, or I might not be here today. We've also endured the policy changes brought along by 3 different principals, and many new faces are added to the staff of GCHS every year. As sophomores, we endured the new block scheduling, and as juniors, we were faced with the dreaded ACT test. Our sports, debates, forensics, choir, band, and chess teams have all sent students to state and/or nationals. And Garden City has made a name for itself, as it always does. And finally, soccer was added to the fall sports program. Woohoo! Yeah. And now if we could only get a girls' team up and running. This year alone, we've sent our women's volleyball team to state and come back with a 3rd place title. We've beat Dodge for the 3rd year in a row to get the hatchet. Debate and forensics have sent people to state, and now a few of them are heading off to nationals. And this year, we've also welcomed home our 1998 state wrestling champs. All I can say, class of 1998, is we're just darn good. Through the years, memories have been created at homecomings, proms, sporting events, theatrical events, through your clubs, and probably mostly through your friends. One of my most personal favorite memories is the day that I finally noticed that Matthew Leitner boy, and I realized that he was fair game. Sorry, Matt. And now for the emotional part of my speech. Women, take out those tissues, and men, if you feel like you need to, do so. Today, with God's guidance and our parents' trust and faith, we have attained our freedom. We are no longer high schoolers, and our future is what we make it. The Oxford Dictionary defines future as a time to come. A time to come. If you ask me, that's a pretty boring definition. Our futures are more than just a time to come. It is the gift of life from our Father above. It is what lies ahead of us for the rest of our living days. We are free to do with it as we please. That's a great responsibility, isn't it? But it sure isn't anything that we can't handle. I'd like to ask you for 2 favors. First, I'd like to ask that you fill your future with love, forgiveness, understanding, and compassion. Lord knows that if you do these things, you're bound for happiness. And the second favor, forget what the world says our future should be, and forget what the world says success is. For the world does not live our lives. It does not love our lives. It doesn't hate it. It doesn't dream it or feel it. And this is our lives, and this is our future. I hope that in 15 years from now, you don't care how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, what clubs or organizations you belong to, for all those things can be taken away from you in a blink of an eye. But if you are truly happy, no one and no thing may ever take that away from you. Megan Peterson said it best. She said, go live. And if you want to, you can go join the circus. And I suspect she'd probably do that. But seriously, go live and live wisely. Live in a way that you shape your future and the world doesn't do it for you. I'd like to see you from 20, 25 years. And when I asked, how are you? I hope with all my heart that you can say, Amy, I'm doing good. If you can't say that, well, by then I'll be a psychologist and I'll try to fix you up. And once again, don't be afraid to go out and live. Let's not be the Holden Caulfields of the world. And being afraid of just stepping off the curb for never reaching the bottom. Let's go out there and stir things up a little bit. Good luck, class of 1998, and may God bless each of us. And now I'd like to ask you to bow in prayer with me. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this wonderful day, and we thank you that it's warm, and we kind of thank you for the wind. And we thank you, Lord, that you've brought us all here to this very special time in our lives, and that we're here safely, and we love you so much, and we ask for guidance for all of our lives. We're all going to go in separate paths, and we won't see some of us, and we just thank you so much, Lord, and just guide us as we go. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Good afternoon, classmates, parents, teachers, and distinguished guests. It's a real honor to be up here with people like Amy who can speak so well. To the class of 98, we're finally out of here. After 4 long years of joy and pain, laughter and tears, we're finally here in Memorial Stadium to receive our diplomas like so many people have done before us. To our parents and teachers, again, thank you for all the pushing and prodding you've done through all the years to get us here, though at times it seemed like you're pulling us kicking and screaming. And to our Father up above, we thank you for all the blessings you've given us on this day and for all the guidance you've given us in the past to carry us to this point. Well, as we all know, graduation's a very important milestone in all of our lives and probably the most important day in our adolescent years. An occasion like this calls for a great speaker. Someone who can make his audience laugh at the good times, cry about the sad times, and inspire them to greatness in the future. Unfortunately, the senior class did not select such a person when they wanted me to do a speech today. What they did choose was a storyteller, and so without further ado, I'll begin spinning my yarn. Jack stood before the rest of his senior class, giving a speech as a salutatorian. Having never spoken before a large audience before, he practiced his speech over and over again with a high school business teacher. And he practiced every pause, every hand gesture, every footstep until he was sure that his speech could not fail. What Jack hadn't counted on was the thunderstorm that knocked the power out in his high school auditorium halfway through his salutatory address. The lightning strike was just one of many strokes of fate in Jack's life. Jack was 17. A grown man in his own eyes. He's brilliant by his own reckoning, though he could never keep that milk cow from swishing him in the face with his tail every morning. Above all, Jack knew that his father had to be an old crazy fool. Though he'd received a scholarship to Wisconsin State University, the family farm and the cute redhead in town kept him from leaving. Besides, his father had promised him that one day all the dairy farm and all the land around would be his. In those days, you didn't have plans after high school. You either worked on a farm, became a clerk in a store, or worked in a factory in Wisconsin. Personally, the family farm seemed like a good option, and one day, maybe, just maybe, he'd have enough money to marry that cute redhead. 7 years later, frustrated, trapped, still working for his father, and without enough money to even date the redhead, Jack was at his wit's end. To make matters worse, Uncle Sam needed a few good men to send to Korea, and Jack's number was up. Goodbye, green acres and country life. You're in the Army now, Jack. Well, after 16 weeks of basic training, Jack was a new man. He found out that maybe he didn't know everything, and just maybe his father wasn't such a fool after all. Most importantly, Jack had found a direction in his life. He knew that he wanted to be all that he could be. Let's leave Jack for a little while and move the story to Garden City, Kansas, a small rural community in the western part of the land of Oz. June was a country girl and the daughter of a prominent farmer, but country kids were never accepted in the schools in town. The second generation of the family to graduate from Garden City High School, June was also 17. Young, sheltered, naive, and sick of high school, only thing June knew was that she wanted to get out of town, but she didn't know what she wanted to do in the world of work. In 1948, a woman either became a teacher or a nurse, and nurses were looked down upon since it was shameful for a woman to have to tend to a grown man. Well, Providence smiled upon June when the minister's daughter, just 1 year older than her, offered to be a roommate to the country girl at Southwestern College in Winfield. June was not a devoted student, nor wise in the ways of the world, but she had good, down-to-earth common sense. However, not even common sense can prepare a country girl for college life. Smoking and drinking and sneaking guys into the girls' dorms were a great shock to June. Greater still was the shock of falling in love with a sophisticated, blue-eyed college man. Young Mr. Glue stole June's heart, distracted her from her first 2 years of studies, and even offered to take her to Minnesota to meet his parents. But as with so many other college romances, June saw this one fall apart at the seams. But she found a new love, and it was children. So angry and emboldened, June picked up her college studies with a new fervor and started down the path to become an elementary school teacher. June received her first teaching job in Junction City as a 4th grade teacher, and on weekends she would attend meetings of a young adult group at the Methodist Church. The group would hold social events and hold games in the basement of the church, and other young school teachers would meet with young soldiers from nearby Fort Riley. It was at such a social event in that Methodist Church basement that June met a soldier from Wisconsin named Jack. The rest is history. In the 50 years since June graduated from Garden City High School, she and Jack have seen many changes. Microwave ovens, color TVs, man landing on the moon, speed limits, and the replacement of big band music with R&B. 50 years later, their grandson stands before you now, also graduating from Garden City High School. The building has changed and the times have changed, but the experiences are still the same. Today, you've heard many inspirational speeches about brave new tomorrows. Everyone will tell the class of '98 that it's up to us to fix the problems and lead the world to new greatness. They'll tell you that there's doctors and lawyers and teachers and bankers and even presidents in this very class for tomorrow. And I'm not going to argue with them, because by far the class of 1998 is the best class that Garden City High School has ever seen. But today I want to leave you with a different message. Garden City High School's prepared us with the fundamentals for successful careers in the world abroad, and we thank all the teachers that have taken us to this point. But anyone can make a dollar. It takes someone special to make a difference. Jack and June were two directionless teens when the high school turned them loose, as many of us are and will be for some time. But that didn't keep them from making a difference. Life isn't a road, life isn't a race, and life isn't a dream. Life is what happens to you along that road and the adventures you have. And it's the pain and agony and exhilaration you feel during the race. And it's all the joys and wonders that you find before you wake up from your dream. And so, to the class of 1998, live life to the fullest. The tests and grades of college and the workforce will come and go, but the experiences we have along the way will define us. Seize the day, live every moment to be your last, and go out there and make a difference. God bless and keep the class of 1998. Thank you.
It's with great pleasure that I introduce my bosses to all of you. Most of you know them. They're an exceptional board to work with, and they have set a good direction for this district for years to come. I'd like to first introduce Dr. Kevin Sterling, President of the Board, Dr. Bill Clement, Miss Doris Ming, Mr. John Shepner, Mrs. Donna Roush. Not with us today are Robert Gonzalez and Dick Strandmark. Also, the people who keep me out of trouble and make me look good, Mr. Jim Lentz, Deputy Superintendent. Kathleen Whitley is not here at this time, but I'd still like to mention her because she's very important to the ongoing business of this operation. Thank you all for your help.
Now for the time that the people in brown and white out here have been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Unified School District number 457, the Board of Education, Superintendent of Schools, Faculty and staff of Garden City High School, it is my great pleasure to present to you those students who have completed the necessary credits for graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, Garden City High School class of 1998.
This way I can step back and fall into it. Now this one up.
Neiman. Newman.
Ryan M. Berry, honors. Melissa Poole.
Jamie Lynn Neiman, high honors.
Boone Burnside, principal's honors.
Mandy Jean Chapman, high honors. It's ready.
Jennifer Ann Borden.
Andrea Nichols.
Brett Coons.
Matthew Stephen Toll, high honors. Good job.
Amy Jolene Cross, honors.
Jennifer Lynn Ackerman, high honors.
Scott Klubon, honors.
Jose Ruben Moncada.
Natalia Gian.
Lori A. Heineman, honors.
Thank you. Jeffrey Thomas Coxel.
Jeremy Tebow.
Christian Michelle Matthews.
Jane Vockel, honors.
You sure that's your name? David McNaught, high honors.
Lori Wigner.
Sasha Barnett.
Stacy Huber.
Dustin Fankhauser.
Lisa J. Heineman, honors. Aguilar.
Mindy Gerber.
Ida N. Aguilar, honors.
David Michael Meyer, principal's honors.
Melinda Lazoya. Good job. Fetterman.
Heather Hickson.
Juan P. Furman. Good job, Antonio. Congratulations.
Sean Michael Ward, principal's honors.
Antonio Tamayo, high honors. Getting a windy, Sheldon. Congratulations.
Allison Irene Douglas, high honors.
Shelby Rogers, honors.
All right, Tyler. Hang on to it, Tyler.
Christopher Daring, high honors.
Tyler J. Rojas.
What's up, guys?
Brian Kuleski, high honors.
As much as I want.
Misty Dawn Beltran.
Daniel Wayne Hine.
Sean C. Villarreal.
Todd David Gilkinson.
Erica Gonzalez, high honors.
Jason Allen Chaney.
Congratulations.
Robert Lee Webb.
Jefferson John Boyd. Pretty good.
Sonia M. Silva.
Either one, just come.
Jason Heath Unruh.
Justin Quint.
Ryan Paul McMillan.
Jennifer Rose Otero.
Congratulations, Chris.
Dustin Babisky, high honors.
Christopher Atkins.
Congratulations, Scotty.
Maureen Elizabeth Warren.
Scott Huber.
Congratulations.
Bethany Danielle Popejoy.
Amber Brooke Adams.
Congratulations.
Felix Martinez, high honors.
Frank Ortega III.
Janice Sinclair.
Letitia Guerrero.
Vinon H. Tron.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Brianna Marie Bustamante.
Chance Mullen.
Gabriel Palacios.
Lacey Neuschwander.
Aaron Colleen Reed.
Tandy Neuschwander.
I'll make it up to you.
Adam Coulter, honors.
Soraya Reeder, high honors.
Carrie Pokowicz, honors.
Krista Lynn Mesa, high honors.
Brandon Joseph Brungart, honors.
Megan Dawn Mayo, high honors.
Saipan June Lamani, honors.
Great speech, Amy.
Josh Mark Corrigan.
You want Luna?
Amy Eileen Luna Tuttle.
Okay.
Lisa Suzanne Petrie.
Matthew Harry Leitner, high honors.
Congratulations.
Tyler Newsom.
Tessa R. Munoz.
Congratulations.
Sarah K. Collins, high honors.
Jason Lee Smith.
Trevor Joe Hands, high honors.
Ryan Philip Escarino.
Marissa Emily Krug, principal's honors.
Congratulations.
CJ Lay.
Jeremy Bruce Kirkhoff, principal's honors.
Dana Gwen Feener.
Joshua Dibert, honors.
Michael Glenn Ramsey.
Congratulations, Heather.
Jacob M. Lane, high honors.
Okay.
Heather Zapka, honors.
Congratulations, Quinn.
Shane Armstrong.
Good to see you, sir.
Jason Quint, honors.
Sean P. Collins.
Ronell Eugene Winston.
Good job, Nathan.
Jarrett D. Bogard, honors.
Nathan Neer.
Carlos F. Madrano.
Jessica Colbeck.
Nice track, Kara.
Israel Ayala.
Kara Avila.
Daniel Cruz.
Shanda M. Wyatt.
Ivan Gonzalez.
Never seen his name.
Mark A. Danaher.
Should have been honors. Michael R. Figueroa.
Richard Janis.
Stephanie Dean.
Angelina, huh?
Angelina Pacheco.
Nikayla M. Woolwine.
Gotcha.
Kanha Korath.
Congratulations.
April Hoyt.
Never heard of you.
Tanner Kirchhoff, honors.
Amy Britton.
Marcus A. Marroquin.
Nancy Crystal Silva.
Yeah. Luis.
Sarah Louise Dunlap.
Miranda Harrell.
Matthew Lynn Weatherly.
Hey.
Crystal Elmore.
Tara Elizabeth Stangy.
Congratulations.
Jesse Lindsay Christensen.
Nikki Johnson.
Hey, Curb. Congratulations.
Amber Nicole Hammond.
Kirby Shimke.
Is that what you want?
Jennifer Carlene Kelch.
CJ Hodge.
Mindy Hapes.
Amanda Renee Dennis.
Hey, Stinger, what's going on?
Martin Kime,
Give you a hard time. Sonic still, okay.
Sarah Stingley.
Timothy Brown,
Dat H. Nguyen.
Charles A. Barton,
Brooke Peterson.
Angela Michelle Ulrich,
Tyler Hurdle.
Good job, Kristen.
Lori Obermeyer, high honors,
Kristen Freeman.
Congratulations, Gary.
April Nicole Middleton,
Derek Adam Schmidt.
yeah, it is. Tabitha Branscombe,
Allison Nicole Gillette. Honors.
Good job, Chad.
William Sasena,
Dennis Chad Frick.
Congratulations, Sammy.
Nicholas J. Perez,
Sam Coatney. Honors.
Good job.
On Tran, honors,
Valerie Smith.
Tang Nguyen,
Kyle Blank Ginther.
Boy, Joey.
Hong Vo,
Joey Ursick.
Cassandra Miller,
Joshua E. Yarnall.
Jesus Hernandez, high honors,
David Paulson.
Curtis J. Penrod, high honors,
Gara Dacus.
Boy, Johnny Kyle. Congratulations.
James Spence,
John Campbell. High honors.
Megan Ann Peterson, honors,
Chris Casto. High honors.
Desiree.
Jonathan Lobemeyer,
I'm teasing you.
Desiree N. Whitmore.
Okay.
Tracy Dawn Houston,
Yvonne Bridgman. Honors.
Benjamin David Youngquist, principal's honors,
Rosa Elena Ramirez.
Dina.
Jeremy Wissink, high honors,
Dina Harrison.
Andrew Eugene Lucas, honors,
Tessa Keister. Honors.
Tuan Q Nguyen, honors,
Andrew Fry.
Michael Kepley,
Michelle Lynn Prodfit Weedle. High honors.
David Keith Brady,
Maria Martinez.
Christy Linnell Brady, Principal Honors.
Karina Salazar.
Melissa K. Baker, Honors.
Yvonne Macias.
Tamara Sue Nelson, Honors.
Fabiola Gutierrez, Honors.
Oh, yes.
Justin Youngquist, Honors.
Renee Fierro.
Shannon Dick.
Nicholas Gutierrez.
Joshua McRae.
Juan Salvadres.
Andrew L. Mead, High Honors.
Daniel Sanchez Torres.
Michael E. Manor, Principal's Honors.
Ana Banuelos.
Matt B. Tarpley.
Edith Urbana.
Christopher Mosier.
Maria Guevara.
That's pretty good. Tabitha Burning, Honors.
Teresa Herrera.
Melanie Leitner, Honors.
Feng Hong.
Misty Bowlesby.
Juan Pablo Hidalgo.
O'Deal. Christina G. O'Deal.
Get it. Sorry. I don't know why I called you that.
Maclovia Palacios.
Do you want Jose on there, Nunez?
Brian D. Sunberg.
Jesus Nunez.
Congratulations. You want the whole thing?
Craig Stutzman.
Enadia Garcia.
Patrick Russell Bilberry.
Samuel Martinez.
Dan Harms.
Erica Palomino.
Stuart Wagner. Good on you.
Norma Santoyo.
Christina Olson.
Deanna R. Otero.
Hey, Dave.
Cody Baker.
Just one day, right?
Day Pack.
Justin Dale Dick.
2 Bowie.
Seth G. Patrick.
Jennifer Lee Morrissey.
Michelle Leah Hieronymus.
Josh Newsom.
Tara Lynn McIntyre.
Danny Campbell Jr. Honors.
Nathan Cook,
Courtney Tyler Kennedy,
Melissa A. Muldrew,
Joseph Antonio Cotis,
Jeanette M. Martinez,
Ian Christopher Murray,
Ricky Lucas, excuse me.
Pablo Holguin,
Rocio Martinez,
Timothy Lee Lane,
Jeremiah Stephen Gooding. Good for you.
Manuel Lewis Samaya,
Marcella L. Hart, honors.
Glenn Reed Selby,
Sean Patrick Hutchison,
Tuan Tran,
Sandra Frank,
On Deng, high honors. About messed that one up.
Catherine Pruitt,
Lucas Ray Prophet,
Nathan Smith,
Marian Mirje, high honors. Gotcha. Congratulations.
Brian Krasovac,
Kyla Ann Thompson, high honors.
Larissa Lynn Hunter,
Katie Dibble, honors.
Casey Youthy,
Melody Dawn Brooke Dirks, honors.
Stacy E. Hoff,
Dana E. Shaleski, honors.
Nicole Ann Nelson,
Heather Miller, high honors.
Sandy K. Martindale,
Julie Heiser,
Denise Ann Frank,
Christy Mai,
Zach Musel,
Bulong Myongsamfu,
Eunice Marino,
Catherine Ann Nablet, honors.
I'd always forget that. Regina A. Duran,
Andy Martindale,
Reyes Duran, honors.
Kelly Patrick Wheaton,
Amber Renee Almos,
Breva Scott,
Jacqueline Renee Torres, honors.
Patrick Baca,
Mariana Butram,
Nathan Shepner,
Eveline Glore,
Jessica LaPlante,
Brandy N. Wormington. Dana James. Catherine M. Yardley. Jennifer L. Smith.
Can we have the senior class officers please come to the stage? At this time, graduates, would you please rise for the turning of the tassel?
Good afternoon. Well, it's about 3:20, so don't worry, Mr. Meadows. We'll get everybody off the field. We can have off-season football practice here in a little bit. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. First of all, everyone sitting here in front of me owes a big thanks to their teachers, their parents, our administration. They're all the ones that helped us through this, and here we are. It felt like only yesterday when we were walking down those halls trying to find our lockers, trying to find our new classes in this really huge place. The excitement of finally being in high school was quickly overshadowed by the fact that there is no possible way that we could be as cool as the seniors. And they made sure that we knew that too. Despite knowing that it was impossible, we gave it our all. And in fact, I don't know if you guys remember, but the first pep assembly we went to our freshman year, we won it. And that's not... It was great till I had to go home and answer to my sister, sitting in the back right back there. We're supposed to win those things. Seniors are automatically supposed to win those things. She was mad. No one could have predicted what was about to happen, though. We would one day graduate. That day was just around the corner, and we didn't realize it. Over the next 2 years, sophomore and junior year, we would grow and we would learn, and we'd start looking ahead, and we'd start developing a focus, and we were preparing for our senior year, but nothing in the world could prepare us for what this last year was. Everyone always says that it goes by quick, and it just there's no way in the world to fathom how quickly these years go by, and now we're done. We all have our diplomas in our hands. And then we came to our senior year. We started our senior year. For the third time in our 4 years, we had to introduce ourselves to a new principal. That principal would soon realize that he had something special on his hands, and we would soon realize that we did too. To the school board and Dr. Pippinger, I think you found the right one this time. Thank you, Mr. Burr. Wow, what can I say? Senior year, we pulled out a state championship in the wrestling. We made it to the state semifinals of the football championships, which unfortunately we lost. But that was a strong performance there. We took home a second place in the state forensics to Topeka High team, I think it was. They don't know what they're doing. I give congratulations to all of you. You know, school is a drag, but now that it's over, I think we all realize what we had here, and we all need to remember that. But man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. This may be a scary concept for many, but if you never lose faith in your Lord that he will guide us through all of this, and you put him number one, you put him ahead of yourself, he'll guide us through all of this. Now let us all have courage to fulfill those dreams. The road ahead is scary, and it's unseen, and it's exciting. Keep your eyes always looking forward, but never forget what we had. It was truly wonderful. It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. To the class of '98, I hope you had the time of your life.